Soccer or football, one of sport's quirkiest debates. But England versus the US is a match that actually has a lot of history. England have never beaten the US in a competitive match, with a 1-0 loss way back in the 1950 World Cup, seen as one of the biggest upsets in the tournament's history. Atmosphere is starting to rev up around the capital, with bars and pubs already full and raring to go ahead of the kickoff. A win would confirm qualification to the knockouts, with a game to spare for the Three Lions. But Gareth Southgate is trying to take it one game at a time. He'll want to break that slightly odd hoodoo we have against our American cousins and won't be taking it lightly.
It's a very competitive tournament. We're only concerned ourselves about USA because there's no point in looking any further than that. I know some people have been surprised at some of the other results, but I haven't. You know, we watched Japan play the USA, so we knew the quality that they had, that wasn't a surprise to me. There's some very good teams that might be not recognised by everybody, but I think within football, teams like Japan definitely would be.
America have plenty of talent despite the European noise, with 9 of Monday's lineup against Wales playing in the Champions League. US captain Tyler Adams believes a good performance and a win would boost the growth of the game in his country, whilst gaining the respect of the rest of the footballing world.
Obviously a huge opportunity to fast track the impact that we can have. You know, these are the games where, you know, high pressure, privileged moment to step on the field against some of these guys. We respect them, probably mutual respect between both teams, and when you get a result in a game like this, you know, people start to respect Americans a little bit more.
Tyler Adams there ahead of this evening's match. Well, a little closer to home, the Mayor Sadiq Khan has condemned FIFA, calling them weak for their LGBT stance for this World Cup. Khan also said we should have stood up to the organisation a bit more. Here's what he had to say when speaking to Gadio's Brett Harris.
And we should be celebrating diversity. For me, it's a strength, not a weakness. It makes us stronger, not weaker. And I'm so angry at FIFA for basically being weak when it comes to standing up for our values. Listen, I understand why in certain cultures drinking is not encouraged. I don't drink, right? But, you know, for me, there's a red line when it comes to people not being able to celebrate who they are. And I think, we should have stood up to FIFA a bit more. I think FIFA, on hindsight, will be embarrassed at their stance. And by the way, I said the same thing in Russia, so I'm not being inconsistent. I'm not picking on Qatar.
Well, responding to the criticism surrounding the England team not wearing the One Love armband in their World Cup opener, here's what Gareth Southgate had to say.
We're definitely hugely supportive of our LGBTQ fan base, and I know some of them feel a little disappointed in terms of the armband not being worn, and we will be criticised for that, but sometimes we've just got to accept the criticism and move on with it.
The Three Lions are favourites, but they'll have to start the game strongly, as the US are very athletic with lots of confidence. Fans across the capital are raring to go already in bars and screening areas, so who'll win, England or USA, football or soccer, tomato or tomato? It's definitely set to be a cracker this evening.